Welcome to Eden Story Channel. Now let the magic of storytelling unfold before your eyes. The Enchanted Library. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, there lived a curious and bright-eyed girl named Emily. She was known for her love of books and the many afternoons she spent in the village library, lost in the worlds of knights, dragons, and enchanted lands. One crisp autumn day, as the leaves danced in the cool breeze, Emily discovered a curious book she had never seen before. It was bound in worn leather, with strange symbols etched into its cover, and a keyhole in the center. Her fingers tingled as she touched it, and she felt an inexplicable urge to take the book home. "Mrs. Thompson," Emily asked the kindly librarian, "what is this book? I've never seen it here before." Mrs. Thompson peered over her spectacles, a puzzled expression on her face. "Why, Emily, I don't recall ever seeing that book either. It must be a very special one. Why don't you take it home and see what secrets it holds?" With a nod of excitement, Emily clutched the book to her chest and hurried home. She settled into her favorite armchair by the window and opened the mysterious book. To her surprise, she found no words on the pages, only a series of intricate illustrations and that curious keyhole. "What a strange book," she murmured to herself. "I wonder if it needs a key." As if on cue, a small, glittering key fell from between the pages and landed softly on her lap. Her heart pounding with excitement, Emily inserted the key into the lock. The book glowed with a soft, golden light, and before she knew it, she was enveloped in a warm, magical aura. When the light faded, Emily found herself standing in front of an enormous, towering structure that seemed to reach the sky. It was the most magnificent library she had ever seen, with grand arches and endless rows of bookshelves stretching as far as the eye could see. "Where am I?" she whispered in awe, her voice echoing through the vast hall. "Welcome to the Enchanted Library," came a soft, melodic voice. Emily turned to see a graceful, elderly woman with a kind smile and twinkling eyes. She was dressed in a flowing gown that shimmered like starlight. "Who are you?" Emily asked, her curiosity piqued. "I am Lorelei, the keeper of the Enchanted Library," the woman replied. "This is a place where all the secrets of the world are kept and where the greatest stories come to life. You are here because you have a pure heart and a thirst for knowledge." Emily's eyes widened with wonder. "Can I explore the library and learn its secrets?" Lorelei nodded, her smile widening. "Of course, dear child, but remember, not everything here is as it seems. You must use your wits and your heart to navigate the library's wonders and challenges." With a sense of adventure bubbling within her, Emily ventured deeper into the library. She marveled at the countless books, each one seemingly more magical than the last. She came across books that whispered their stories when touched, maps that unfolded into three-dimensional landscapes, and scrolls that played enchanting melodies. As she wandered through the aisles, she noticed a particularly large, ancient book on a pedestal. Its cover was adorned with intricate carvings of dragons and mythical creatures. Unable to resist, she opened the book and was immediately drawn into its pages. Emily found herself in a lush, green forest filled with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. A path stretched out before her, leading deeper into the woods. She took a tentative step forward, her heart racing with excitement. "Hello there," came a small, chirping voice. Emily looked down to see a tiny blue bird perched on a branch, its eyes bright with curiosity. "Hello," Emily replied, smiling. "Where am I?" "You are in the Forest of Fables," the bird chirped. "This is where the stories of old come to life. Be careful, though, for not all tales have happy endings." Intrigued, Emily continued along the path, the little bird fluttering beside her. As she ventured deeper into the forest, she encountered a series of challenges and wonders. She helped a lost knight find his way back to his castle, befriended a talking squirrel who shared tales of ancient wisdom, and even outwitted a sly fox who tried to trick her into giving away her shoes. Each challenge brought Emily closer to understanding the true magic of the Enchanted Library. She realized that the stories were not just tales to be read, but lessons to be lived and learned. Her heart swelled with courage and wisdom as she faced each new adventure. One day, as she explored a hidden alcove, Emily came across a door with a shimmering golden handle. Above the door was an inscription that read, "The heart of the library." Curiosity and a sense of destiny tugged at her, and she reached for the handle. As she turned it, the door creaked open to reveal a small, dimly lit room. In the center of the room was a pedestal, and upon it rested a glowing crystal heart. "This must be the heart of the library," Emily whispered in awe. As she approached the pedestal, she was suddenly surrounded by a swirling mist. A figure emerged from the mist, tall and imposing with eyes that glowed like embers. "Who dares to enter the heart of the Enchanted Library?" the figure boomed, its voice echoing through the chamber. "I am Emily," she replied, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "I have come to learn the secrets of this magical place." The figure studied her for a moment, its eyes piercing into her soul. "You have shown great courage and wisdom in your journey, Emily. But to claim the heart of the library, you must answer one final question. What is the greatest magic in the world?" Emily thought for a moment, her mind racing with all she had learned. She remembered the kindness of the talking animals, the bravery of the knight, and the wisdom she had gained from her adventures. And then she knew the answer. "The greatest magic in the world is love," she said softly. "It is the power that connects us all and gives life to our stories." The figure nodded, its eyes softening. "You have answered wisely, young one. The heart of the library is yours to keep." With a wave of its hand, the figure vanished, and the mist dissolved. The crystal heart floated into Emily's hands, glowing with a warm, radiant light. She felt a surge of joy and understanding as the heart's magic filled her. Lorelei appeared beside her, her eyes shining with pride. "You have done well, Emily. The heart of the library holds the power of all stories, and you have proven yourself worthy to guard it." "Thank you, Lorelei," Emily said, her voice filled with gratitude. "But how do I return home?" Lorelei smiled and waved her hand. A doorway appeared, leading back to the familiar warmth of Emily's village. You may return whenever you wish, dear child, Lorelei said. The library will always be here for those who seek its wisdom with a pure heart. With a final nod of thanks, Emily stepped through the doorway, clutching the crystal heart to her chest. She found herself back in her cozy armchair, the mysterious book resting on her lap. She opened her eyes to find herself in her own room, the warmth of the crystal heart still lingering in her chest. The book lay open on her lap, its pages now filled with the adventures she had experienced. As the years passed, Emily often returned to the Enchanted Library, learning more about the magic and wisdom it held. She grew into a wise and kind young woman, sharing her knowledge and adventures with her village. The crystal heart remained her most cherished possession, a reminder of the incredible journey she had taken and the love and courage that had guided her. And so, Emily lived happily ever after, her heart forever filled with the magic of the Enchanted Library and the stories that had shaped her life. And every night, she would look up at the stars, knowing that somewhere in a magical library far away, her adventures would continue